Hey, it's Fayd. This is another meta video, I guess. So, through the grapevine, it's been confirmed that BMF HP scaling per person is now 66% instead of 33%. So you start with a base of 100%, every person that joins makes it go to 66, then, you know, up to 300 total. And it was 33%. So they effectively doubled the scaling. And what this means is that groups are harder now. They also supposedly reduced the single player scaling, which means it's easier to solo now. That being said, we don't know by how much exactly. And apart from what I just said, the main purpose of this video is pikes. And why wounds are so ridiculously hard to get at the moment. Red damage is like stagger damage. Or for parts though. So you deal a certain amount of red damage, the part gets wounded basically. And what this means is, because it scales the same way that part damage scales, that stagger damage scales, that green damage or green health scales, that in single player pikes are going to get a lot of wounds. But the more people you add, the less wounds you're going to get. Because the HP is so much higher and you don't have more pikes. Pikes were intended, in my opinion, to be a one per party weapon, meaning you don't have all pikes. And unless you do, you're not going to be wounding a behemoth as effectively as you should be. That's just a fact. And the thing is, all that needs to be done to fix this is to reduce the red HP of the part HP of behemoth parts. Because pikes have diminishing returns. The more of them there are in a party, the less useful that they are. And that's because once everything is wounded, pikes get less damage against those parts than other weapons would from the wound. Pikes do 25% bonus to wounds, other weapons do 50%. So even if pikes had equal DPS to other weapons under normal circumstances, once a wound was created, pikes would still lag behind. So having 4 pike users in a party is already bad. And having, you know, 4 pike users in a party, if pike's wound was buffed, would still be bad. What really needs to happen is just wounds need to be easier to make, because the game shouldn't be focused around a 4 pike meta. That's the video, and I hope you guys found it helpful.